Hey everyone, welcome back. It's Melanie, your She Shed Scrapper. So I am back with my third video to celebrate National Scrapbooking Day. This video is a one-page layout using the Good Vibes collection from Close to My Heart. They put out a handful of both scrapbooking and card making workshops, and this is the one that I decided to pick up. I just loved the colors of this collection. It's just different than what I'm used to. And the flip flaps that you saw in my previous video today actually came with this collection, and that's a big reason why I actually chose this collection. I just thought the 6x12 flip flaps were amazing. So if you haven't checked that video out, make sure you do so. I have 3 up today in honor of National Scrapbooking Day, so I'd love for you to watch all of them. So this paper here was just super fun. I decided to cut it out and then distress the edges, kind of to give the background a little extra flair, I guess I'll call it. I did decide to use one of the pattern papers. It's just a subtle pattern as my background paper. I contemplated one of the colored pieces of cardstock that came with this collection, but I just thought the pattern looked nice. I was afraid that the subtle pattern paper wouldn't show very much of it, I guess, with that kind of wavy paper, but once I cut it out and laid it on it, I was pleased with how much showed, because I think the back of the subtle paper is actually the wavy paper. So this collection, there are instructions on how to put, I believe, two-page layouts together. However, because I've already used the flip flaps on a different layout, I could still follow the instructions for the 2-page layout and just not use the flip flaps, but I just decided to kind of go my own way. And that's what's nice about these workshops. If you kind of are struggling, it's nice to follow the instructions and just put the layouts together. But if you're not feeling those layouts but like the collection, you can definitely personalize it to your liking. So I decided to use the Good Vibes title sticker on this. You get the papers, some solid cardstock, the sticker sheet. You get the wood veneer flowers that you'll see in just a minute, and 3 layout protectors in this particular workshop. So I will link that down below if you are interested. I kind of was thinking that the top and the bottom were a little plain. I kind of left a lot of space on the top and bottom, and I wasn't really sure what to do with that, how else to embellish, and so I decided to take one of the zip strips and add that to the bottom. It kind of brought in that green a little bit more, along with every other color. And so I decided to cut one of the frames in half and tuck that in to use as a base for an embellishment cluster. And then I added a wood flower and 2 hearts. Super simple cluster, but it just added a little bit extra to the bottom there. This Good Vibes title, I really wanted something to work that could tuck underneath of it to fill in that space, and I just was not pleased with any of it. I wanted a flower, a floral cluster. I tried that thumbs up and just was not pleased with the way that it looked. Either I think the flowers got covered up too much, the good vibe or the thumbs up just didn't tuck in all the way, and so I just said forget it. The top still looked a little plain for me, so I decided since I had 2 of the zip strips, I would add the same thing to the top there, and I felt like that kind of helped close in the layout a little bit. Kind of drew your attention to the middle. I still thought it needed more, and so I took the other frame that came on the sticker sheet, cut that in half as well. There are kind of some shiny arrows pointing down, so I did not want to cover that up. However, I didn't really want to write the date sideways, if that made sense, so I kind of wanted to cover up that white space there, and so I used that floral cluster. And again, wanted to incorporate some wood flowers in some of the other clusters because I only had one on the layout, and that would look kind of out of place if I only had one and they weren't in the other clusters. That sun that I had tucked up into the top cluster, I just decided it was too bright, and I really again wanted to incorporate some wood flowers in that cluster. Oh, I don't know why embellishing this layout was such a struggle for me, but it was. So finally I decided on this little circle that had some journaling spots and tucked that in, and then a circle with some hearts and added an extra little heart at the top. I decided I would just write the date. This is going to go with several other layouts from this camping trip. So I didn't necessarily need the date, but I was able to kind of fill in that circle a little bit there at the top. So I hope you guys enjoyed this layout and have had a wonderful National Scrapbooking Day. Make sure to check out my other 2 videos that I posted today, and we will see you next time. Bye guys!